Welcome back to my channel. This is the Livid room. I did this very spontaneously because this is a pressing matter that I didn't have time to write a script for because this is ridiculous. As of right now, I'd say it's like 3:30, right? Trump supporters are raiding and have rate not even raiding, have raided the Capitol building in DC and are in there, and all because they they just didn't like the result of the election. People are saying, "Oh, it's peaceful protest." There's nothing peaceful about this. The police there let them in there fully, let them in there with almost no pushback. And it's crazy thinking about what people went through in the summer. Excuse me. What people went through in the summer with the Black Lives Matter protests. That's what they were. They were protests. Did some of them get violent? Yes, and unfortunately, yeah, that happened, and it shouldn't have happened. I can wholeheartedly say that. But for the protests, for the peaceful protests, people are getting tear gassed, shot with rubber bullets, blinded. For what? Cameramen are getting beat up in the streets, and for what? Oh, you're out past curfew. That requires a beating. These people are raiding a federal building, like raiding a federal building, and not one of them are black. If you look, not one of them are black. So what does that honestly tell you? I've seen people say, like, again, I've been on Twitter. I've seen people say, "Well, monuments aren't getting destroyed," and like, "Oh, this is fair. This is peace." No, it isn't. If you can look at the events that have taken place today and say white privilege doesn't exist, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. Because guaranteed, if this was a group of black people who were raiding the Capitol because Trump won, guaranteed one of them is getting shot. Guaranteed they wouldn't even get in there. People try to call the National Guard and they said, nah, don't call them. But you guys called the National Guard for Black Lives Matter, right? They said, oh, we're outnumbered in there. And at this point, honestly, you have no one to blame but yourself. Like, yeah, outnumbered, but you won't call the National Guard, or the National Guard won't come. Like, it's ridiculous. The fact that people are getting away with this, you can be mad that Trump lost. I honestly don't care, but I'm more mad at because ignorant people are going to be ignorant people. I'm more mad at the fact that they actually got through and people have died for way less. You always hear whenever a black person dies or gets shot by police brutality, you always hear, maybe they should have done this. That's always what you hear. Maybe they should have complied. This is the complete opposite of compliance, and I've seen no deaths. As it should. There shouldn't be any deaths. But when a black person does it, it's all of a sudden, oh yeah, oh yeah, like they should have died. And that's ridiculous. And these people are terrorists. You think calling black people domestic terrorists in the summer was bad. These people are literally terrorizing the government. They're terrorists, honestly. And that's also another thing. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I plan for it to be no longer than like 10 minutes or so. That's another thing. White media has this hesitation to calling certain people terrorists unless it's a black person. Like that bombing that happened on Christmas at Tennessee, where the suicide bomber legit blew up a whole block. They didn't call him a terrorist. Think about that. Blew up a whole block, a whole strip in Tennessee, and yet he wasn't called a terrorist. Matter of fact, he was sympathized for. People called him a loner, and we didn't expect this from him. But let that be a Muslim brother. Let that be a black person. Oh, terrorist, terrorist, terrorist. People have been called so much and have lost lives People have lost lives for so much less. So much less. People have been beaten, bruised, put in jail for so much less. People have felonies on their record for peacefully protesting. So much less. And these people are really in there like it's GTA. Like they have 4 stars and this is like some mission they're doing. And that to me is ridiculous. So, like I said, if you can really look at the situation that's happening right now and really say to yourself that white privilege doesn't exist in America, I don't know what other proof that you need because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. So, yeah, that's it. I guess keep safe if you're in DC. I don't know what's going to happen after. I'm sure there's going to be some other developments, but I just had to come on and speak my piece. So, thank you for watching.